This is going to be the last video that goes up on this channel in the year 2024, and there are some important things that I want to talk to you guys about going into the new year, and just a couple of reflections on the year as a whole, both personally and for the channel. Oh my god, it has been such a crazy fucking year from start to finish for me, and there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and I'm someone that tries to be vulnerable and open about my life, both for people that I meet online that are familiar with the channel, and also just sharing little bits and pieces about me. I don't really hide that much. And around this time of year, I always take off like the end of December after Christmas and after I get my end year list out to sort of recalibrate and reevaluate what I want to do going into the new year for the channel. And obviously this year it's no different, but it came with a lot more weight and a lot more thoughts that I want to share with you guys. First off, I just want to get something out of the way. Thank you so much for the support this year. There have been a ton of milestones made on this channel, videos that have hit tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. We're nearing 20,000 subscribers. I hit 2 million views this year, and just overall, the overwhelming amount of support and kind comments and reaffirmation and just overall support that has been shown to this channel, even videos that I was just making for myself that I didn't think that many people would care about, genuinely means the world to me and made my day more days than I can possibly like express to you guys. So every single thing that you guys do in support of this channel, I appreciate. It genuinely hits me at my heart. I don't get the chance to respond to every single comment I get because I've gotten to the point to where the amount of comments I get exceeds the time I have to be able to dedicate to them, but I read every single comment. I always have notifications on, and I try to respond to as many as I can, and every single comment that you guys leave, even negative comments, I try to see with an open mind, and I very much appreciate all of the engagement that you guys give to this channel, giving your time, your energy, your support, your love, your genuine compassion for this channel that I have created. It fulfills so many dreams of mine and makes me so happy, and I never take it for granted. It's a blessing. With that being said, a couple of big things that I want to talk about going into next year. So number one, content's going to be resuming around the new year. Like, that's going to be something that happens, so I'm not going to be gone for that long, and I'm going to be working on things even when you guys aren't seeing them. When it comes to content, I want to sort of test the waters with a little bit of different stuff with my content. Not what I make, but how I make it. So I have always said that I love storytelling. That is something that I am enamored with. I'm always someone that has enjoyed wordsmithing and literature and visualization, just anything artistic. I really do love the art of being able to tell a story through an artistic media. I always enjoy being able to tell a story through an artistic medium, and I've tried to reflect that with this channel of doing video essays and discussion videos, philosophy videos, just generally things that I am very passionate about, that I enjoy talking about. And I've said this before, and a lot of people are surprised. I don't script any of my videos unless they are voiceover, and at best I have like loose notes. Most of my stuff I just make in the moment. I'll obviously have an idea of it. I'll obviously have like notes or something that I will refer to, but it is few and far between when I genuinely script videos. But the thing that I want to do in the new year, and the thing that I want to work towards, is telling more stories through visualization. I want to up some of the editing of these videos. I want to be able to include different B-roll and things of that nature. I want to be able to have some nature shots, and I'm going to be playing around with cinematography and just photography as a whole to be able to try to bring my videos to the next level to accompany whatever I am doing. And that is just something that I'm going to try my best to work towards. I'm going to try my best to see how it works out and if that's something I'm capable of. But I also want to be able to make more ambitious projects. I don't want to limit myself, and I want to just go for it. I want to make videos that are longer, that are bigger, that are more research, that are more in-depth. I want to do deep dives. I want to bring back the Rough Guide to series where I do genres and bands and movements and make things that are very long form that I am proud of. And I want every video to not only feel like a great culmination of my channel and how far I've come as a creator as a whole for the community, but I also want it to be able able to stand alone on its own, and each individual video be sort of like a miniature movie or a little story playing out that people can enjoy and be entertained by, be informed by, while also improving things like my commentary, how I approach things, my general outline for stuff. That is something I would love to do a lot. Now onto sort of some of the like not so bright stuff. This year has been really challenging for me, and I haven't really spoken to hardly anyone about that, and even the people that are familiar and aware of the things that I have been going through on my own time don't necessarily know the full story of that, and it has nothing to do with, like, I just have trust issues, and I have trouble expressing my thoughts, but, I have been going through a lot of shit when it comes to just my own sense of self, and it's something that kind of I repressed for a long time, and it's caught up with me is how I will say it. And I've just kind of been having a lot of manic low episodes, a lot of depressive episodes, and I'm someone that is very resilient and thick-willed, and most of the time I can mask pretty well. Like, most of the time if I'm interacting with people, I can, you know, put on a mask, put on a happy face, and people won't really realize that I'm, you know, not doing the greatest. And it's fine, everyone has their own shit going on, everyone has their own issues. I am always like the therapy friend, I'm always the one that people lean on, that's always been how I am. But it's carried over onto this channel in a way that makes me a little disappointed and sad with myself, and I feel like it's both a lack of faith and trust in the space that this metal community is a lot of times, but also just fear of change and feeling like I kind of have to be stuck being unhappy. You know, everyone puts on some sort of persona when it comes to YouTube. I hate to break it to you guys. There are obviously people that are more genuine than others. I would say that, like, I am 95% genuine, and when it comes to, like, my personality and the things I talk about, 100% genuine. Everything I do artistically is something I take very close to home and I love a lot, so that isn't fake whatsoever. But I will genuinely say that there are a lot of parts of me that this channel never sees, and that's both a good and a bad thing, because I think that there is such a thing as privacy and letting your real life and your personal life kind of go on the wayside a little bit. But I think when it comes to content creation, I detach and disconnect myself from myself a lot of times, and that's just something I struggle with in general, is a general disconnect with myself, and I kind of just put myself in positions to be okay with that disconnect and feeling kind of ghostly. A lot of times when I'm editing these videos or when I'm hearing my voice, it feels like I'm hearing someone else speaking, and I know that sounds schizophrenic, but I promise it makes sense to me. But most of the time I'm just not the biggest fan of myself, and it doesn't even have anything to do with, like, self-esteem, because I know my worth, I know what I've done, I know the things that I've accomplished, and it's really fucking cool what I've accomplished. In terms of this channel, I've literally had someone recognize me at a random concert this year. Like, that's crazy to me. But I've been doing a lot of reflection and soul searching this year, and spending a lot of time with myself and asking myself how much of what I am and what I do is based around the people around me and feeling like I'm going to disappoint or that it's not going to be what someone wants, versus what I would do if I didn't have those influences. And unfortunately, most of the time I kind of come up with the fact that I am a chronic people pleaser. And I promise this wraps around to the YouTube channel, just give me some time. I just sell myself away a lot of times, and I hold myself to double standards, and most of the time I will just bite my tongue rather than rock the boat, is how I will phrase it. And it weighed down on me, and I think it took its toll, and I think it just overall got to me. And I allow myself not to make changes that I desperately need to make to be able to not only preserve my mental well-being, but just make me content waking up from day to day. Back in November, it was my 24th birthday, and obviously I'm young, like I'm very young. But not only has the stress and silence I've put myself under truly feel like it's aged both my physical and mental health and how I've taken care of myself, or lack thereof, for quite some time now, it also sort of put into perspective that nothing changes unless you make it change, unless you help guide it towards that change. And If people are going to be a specific way, and if you aren't going to be cared for, respected, or supported, you might as well make yourself happy in the process. And I've talked at length with some of my close friends about this channel and some of the issues that I have with it a lot of times that really gets to me. It makes it difficult for me to be able to share my YouTube channel with a lot of the people I meet because it feels like this very separate thing from myself, and it just is, it's so weird to put into words and explain. And I've went to great lengths to try to separate myself both for some of the people that watch this channel as well as some of like the personal people I know that watch this channel, and it's and I think it's made me uncomfortable. I think it's made me unhappy a lot of times because I simultaneously, this is like the greatest gift ever, and this is like, I love this channel, this is my favorite thing that I do, but then there is also this crushing thing of like, damn, with each passing day I am paving out a reputation and a legacy that goes deeper down the rabbit hole of all of the things that I don't want. And that's why I didn't make a Discord for the longest time. I use 2 separate Discord accounts. One is my main one, and one is one that I just do for my YouTube channel. That's why I don't share my social medias. That's why some of my older social medias I have abandoned. And it all just kind of wraps around to this general thing of 2025, I am going to just say fuck it and start doing the things that I want to do and making the changes and developments that I want to do. And I know that the people that are around me that want to understand me or want to try to understand me or want to talk to me about serious things that I not only am going to need to communicate and get off my chest, but just put out there as a whole, I cannot change people, and I cannot make people rethink their position, and I cannot make people change their thought process. But I am 1/3, 1/4, or 5th, if I'm lucky, probably 1/4 the way through my life, and I feel like I have been drowning and allowing myself to drown. And when it comes to this YouTube channel, I want to make 2025 me. I want the Metal Tempest to just end up on the other side being a version of myself in terms of personality and in terms of what I put out there, just all around, all together, me. And I don't want to have to disconnect myself or be scared to share things with people or constantly put up walls and boundaries and have trust issues with every single fucking person I interact with. It is unhealthy, it's toxic to myself, and it is aging me. It is messing with my physical health, my mental health. It is literally destroying me. And I want to be able to make the content I love while being true to myself. And that is the only thing that I want. That is the only thing that I need. And that is truly what I am going to work towards doing. And that just honestly comes down to being more unapologetically myself, being more authentic to myself, and trying my best to step outside of my comfort zone and take off this mask that I have been wearing for so long, because it got to the point to where I didn't know where myself started and the mask ended, or vice versa. So I'm gonna be taking some time off before 2025 to work on some content and work on myself and just get into a position where I'm gonna be a little bit happier, or a lot happier, hopefully. All the sappy and sentimental stuff aside, thank you so much for the support. It means more to me than I can possibly put into words. Don't worry about me. I promise I'm gonna be fine. I've dealt with a lot worse, and I've been dealing with a lot worse. I'm gonna come out the other side, and I'm gonna be stronger than I've ever been in terms of myself. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys in 2025. Thank you so much. Goodbye to this year, and I hope that 2025 is kind to you and you get everything that you could ask for, and it's nice to your health, and you get all of the love and support and respect that you need, and you are prosperous in terms of finances and health, whatever you want to say. I wish nothing but the best for you all. Take care of yourselves. Please put yourselves first. Be kind to yourselves. Give yourself a break. You're trying your best, and you'll get through to the other side, and there is going to be light there. Drink water and get some sleep. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Metal Tempest. I'll see y'all in 2025. Bye!